Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualise, My Asexual Life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon right now. So today I've got a special episode for you, which is all about mindset age, soul age, versus birth certificate age, and also embracing your inner child. So, why am I discussing this right now? As you know, I haven't been very well. And over the last couple of days, I've been working a lot on my mindset because what we put in our mind, the thoughts we think ultimately do affect our bodies. So the mind body correlation is a very significant one. And when I get really poorly, so I've been really poorly with multiple things going on. You might notice I've got a cyst on my eye. I've had a respiratory infection, which I think I'm over now because I haven't got any symptoms of that. Like I'm not coughing up or anything. I've had thrush on my tongue. I've had spots that have been spreading all over the top part of my body as well. A ringworm on the bottom part. Allergic reactions coming up, which I've still got some of them on my arms coming up all the time. Still got spots on my chest, but they don't really itch that much anymore most of the time, and my back's got more spots on there now. So some things are getting better, some things need improvement. So I'm doing whatever it takes to get better. I'm going to be seeing a homeopath next month, and I've paid for a hair follicle test. I'll be sending that off soon. Hello, Liam. Sweetheart, Sandra, hope you're better soon. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So life has been a bit difficult, and this can really affect the mindset. And my mindset hasn't been good. I've been feeling very energy drained. I've been trying to get like different things to try, improve. I'm using to help the good bacteria in my body to put more back into it. I'm seeing if I've got vitamin deficiencies or anything like that. So I'm really testing to see what works, what might be an issue. And also, I noticed in the last couple of days, specifically, I've been focused on my mindset. So I was like, a couple of days ago, I'd had enough because what happens when I do have a lot of illnesses, I start to feel older, more like my birth certificate age. Now, whilst most people might be cool with their birth certificate age, they might even love their birth certificate age, I don't actually relate to mine nowadays, hardly ever, because I reprogrammed my mind years ago using NLP, neuro linguistic programming. You can Google that if you don't know if it's a thing or not. And I did it in order to change my mindset to be younger, but to be the younger person I actually feel in my soul that I am. And so I tried the age of 23 for a while, which is in my Asexual Perspectives book. You'll notice in there I talk about mindset age of 23. And then in 2017, I have my first 21st mindset birthday. And that mindset age really suits me. And I like living like a teenager in my lifestyle. When I do have the 21-year mindset and I live like a teenager and I do things that 21-year-olds would do, and I'm living that life, I'm full of energy, excitement. Life is so good. It's full of color and wonder and awe, and it feels so damn energizing and fantastic and great. And so a couple of days ago, I had to remind myself that I haven't been my younger mindset, soul age. And I've been a bit disconnected from myself because I've felt more towards my birth certificate age. And I don't personally like my birth certificate age. Liam says you're always 21 to me. Thank you. And I don't, I don't associate with my birth certificate age. I don't like my birth certificate age. When I was younger in birth certificate age, I was an older soul and I did need it back then. I was in a lot of dangerous situations in the past, which I'm talking about some of this type of thing in my Diary Confessions book. I was in a difficult and dangerous situations in my past, and I'm really thankful that my soul was old. And in terms of spirituality and reincarnation, I think I have been here for a lot of years. I really do. I think I've probably been reincarnated many, many times, right? But in this this lifetime on earth, I feel I've gone backwards to being the younger person I was always born to be. And so I reminded myself a couple of days ago, like, you are 21, Sandra. You're not this older person, this birth certificate age. It isn't who you are. It's not you. It's like an imposter. And so it gets to a situation where it's like the older me, the birth certificate age me, versus the younger me. Now, the younger me will always win. I will not have the older birth certificate age taking over me permanent. I won't have it doing that, because I reminded myself of who I am in my soul. And that is a 21-year-old in my soul, in my mindset and in my lifestyle. I'm like a 15-year-old basically. And I love being that way. And so last night, if you've watched my shorts video, you might have known I purposely took myself out for an evening of fun. Now, since that happened, I have got so much more energy again, right? I'm not sure if it is for that reason entirely, or if it's for other stuff. Like, for example, I tried a vitamin D supplement this morning. I lowered my kelp just a tiny bit. So I don't know if it, but I would say it's highly likely that it was going out, because I purposely put myself back into the younger version of me again by doing the stuff that I know puts me in touch with that version of me. The one who I'm truly meant to be, the one who I relate to, the one who I associate with in my soul. So just because you have a birth certificate age doesn't mean to say you relate to it. Many people do. Many people accept it. Many people become the stereotypical version of that birth certificate age. That's not who I am. And just because it's written on a piece of paper as my birth certificate age doesn't mean I have to be like that birth certificate age. I don't have to act like it. I don't have to do like it. I don't have to think like it. I don't have to be it. Right? We all have choices in life. And I choose not to be like that. And now I'm back to being myself, which I feel was going out last night, going to the cinema, even though I didn't like the film. I feel I'm much happier because I'm an extrovert as well and not going out for long periods of time. You should do my head in. So you need to actually ask yourself and reflect, like, is the birth certificate age your actual true age? Some people are older souls. They are clearly meant to be like an older person. That, they might be 24, but their actual soul age is more like 54, because they're into things like the Beatles music, the Rolling Stones music, the 60s and 70s music. They're into like Last of the Summer Wine, and Inspector Morse and stuff my parents would watch, basically. They're into older stuff. I have met guys in their 20s like that, and their soul is older. They like older music, they like older movies, older series, older things, right? So you need to do what makes you happy in life. You need to connect to the soul age that you personally recognize that is good for you. And, a couple of days ago, I laid in this bed, and I was like, I literally said to my older age to F off. I think I stuck my fingers up to her going, F off, like, I will not be that birth certificate age. And whatever happens, I'm not being you. I am 21 years old. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to be that age. And I'm going to act that age, and I'm going to do that age, and I'm going to be her. Sandra Bellamy, 21 mindset, living like a teenager, that girl, because that's who I truly am. The only reason I was thinking more of my birth certificate lately is because I've had to go to the doctors. And of course, the doctors always pay attention to your birth certificate going, oh, for someone your age, you shouldn't be able to get blah, blah, blah. It was chicken pox, right? Because I've had chicken pox when I was 4 or 5 years old, right? And I've had the vaccine, but they suspect I might have chicken pox again. So they're like, oh, well, for someone of your age that's older now, you shouldn't be. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then I wanted to turn around and say, well, I'm nothing like my birth certificate age. So of course I could get chicken pox again. You know what I mean? Because I don't relate to my birth certificate age. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a really young girl. And then I could easily get chicken pox again because of that. You know what I mean? But I thought they'd probably think I was a bit insane, which is fine if they do. But as I only have limited time at the doctor's, I'm like, yeah, okay. It's like I can still give birth to babies naturally, not that I want to. But what I'm saying, it's like I'm still young. So anyway, some people can't have babies really early on. I met a woman I used to know in her 30s online, and she couldn't have children. She was 34, I think, or something. And she couldn't have, well, she was in her 30s, maybe she was later 30s, that maybe she was 39 or something, but by that time she couldn't have any children, and she really wanted them. I don't. So it's very interesting that. But yeah, so I just don't relate to my birth certificate age at all. And I don't feel like me when I'm having to think about that type of age, because it's not who I am. I don't relate to that person. I don't have that person's energy. I have this energy now, this vibrancy, this energy, this excitement about life, this enthusiasm for life again, this, like gotta do things in life, this happiness, this elation. And so do not let people dictate your age to you. You choose the age with sincerity that you believe you are, right? You have to deal with your birth certificate age for legal reasons. It's a pain in the butt, because it's the only thing I know that you can't change. And it sucks. You can't legally change your birth certificate age unless you're like in some sort of security program being chased by axe murderers or something. But that's another story, not for me. So my point is that you can't do that. And so it becomes very difficult, but you have to be who you believe you are, with all your heart, being, and soul, and I did sit here and told my older version of me to just F off. I'd had enough. I said, I've had enough of this. I'm not being you anymore. I'm sick of it. I don't want to be that person. I'm this person. This is who I am, not that. And once again, I feel closer to God. I know a lot of people probably don't even believe in God, but I'm not I'm more spiritual, I was going to say, than religious. I'm not strictly religious, but I usually talk to God on a daily basis. It's usually normal for me. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I haven't been talking to God like I usually do. Like, what's going on? I just talk to him like a mate. He's a he to me. And so I'm like, what's going on? And then, like, today I was in the shower. I'm like, oh my God, God. Oh my God. I haven't spoken to you probably for ages. And that's because I wasn't being myself. But now my heart is 21 again. Me and God are like buddies again, because I'm being true to who I am. And that's who I actually am in my soul. I don't relate to the older person, my birth certificate age, I only, when I say older, they're not old, but I don't relate to that older person, I don't relate to that birth certificate age. To me, that is a person who was in my past. And I'm so glad and grateful and thankful I had her, the older version of me, when I was younger, because I really damn well needed her then. Really needed her. And she got me out of situations I could have died in. And I'm really, really thankful for that version of me. But I think I feel that's a bit more of a mother figure, I guess. And I'm more of a daughter figure. You know what I mean? In reality, and it's like, I'm grateful for that mother in me. I'm grateful for that person in me, but it's not who I am on a day-to-day basis. I don't want to be that person. I want to be Sandra, the girl, the teenage lifestyle girl, And so I just want to be me. And I find that I've got loads more energy today. Like, it's just suddenly come back to me a lot of it. And plus, I've been doing, like, when I woke up yesterday, I was doing positive affirmations. I started go through my fibromyalgia self-help handbook again, because I'm trying to remind myself of how to manage my fibromyalgia better. And today I've got less pain again, because I think my mind's just not on illness anymore. It's gone off. It's a really good book, by the way. You should get a copy if you haven't, because it helps you in your life, helps you to, like, decrease your pain. Right? Get one on Amazon if you haven't got it. It's autobiographical, I know it says fibromyalgia, but it's basically a self-development book disguised as a fibromyalgia book. It tells you how to have less pain, more energy, and feel happier. So that's why I got it out again, because I'm like, was suffering with like less pain. I mean, I was suffering with more how can I put it? I was suffering with more body pain, which led to more fibromyalgia pain, which led to more psychological pain. And I was feeling a lack of energy and not as happy as I usually am. So I got my book out. I just started reading a few pages, and I remembered you've got to focus on positive stuff. You're focused too much on negative stuff. What are you doing with your life? Go back to positive stuff. Remember, your fibro book teaches you how to manage your life, Sandra, because it's autobiographical and you can do it too. So go and get a copy of this book. I urge you. It's really good. So yeah, that's helping me, my own book. And so I'm trying to focus on positivity now. I'm trying to focus on light and love again, and good energy and positive energy and vibrancy. And I'm focusing on better things. Like the film I watched last night, Dune 2, it was awful. It was all the negative things, but it's just reminding me of everything I don't want to be, everything I don't want to be near. I do not want to be in murder, death, rape, violence, cutting people up, lack of hope, despair, control and manipulation, which was all the things throughout that whole movie. You know, you might argue there's some hope, but I didn't find it. So that is a prime example of what I don't want in my life. So although I didn't like the movie, it's just given me a kick up the ass to remind me definitely stay away from all that bad vibration stuff. You know, there's a lot of darkness that can come into your life, and you've got to be the light in the world, right? You've got to be the love and the light and put it out into the world so that you can save humanity, right? We need more love and light. We need to go towards healthy mindset, you know. It's a devil's work trying to get us on the bad side, the negative side of life. It's the light's work to be able to get you on the light side and keep you on the right light side. And you've got to drag yourself to the light side. I had to do it. I feel like I've literally dragged myself out of a bit of darkness I was going through, I think, you know, with the illness, you know, with all the problems I was having. You know, my temperature's like seems normal. I got a temperature thing. I'm having less rashes come up. Part of it's a stress rash, I think, from what I can tell on that was going up my neck. I started getting ones on my neck a couple of days ago. And so yeah, I feel much better than I was. I'm not fully over it. See, I've still got that iris. Right, I still got the lump on my eye, and you know, I've still got spots and stuff, but they're less itchy and it's calming down. So you know, the mind has a very, very big impact on the physical well-being. So always remember to embrace your soul age and your mindset age, and also your lifestyle age versus your birth certificate age. Do not let the age you don't want to be win. You know, I was really strict with myself. I shouted out loud. I'm like, please just go away. This older energy, you know, this birth certificate energy. It's not who I am. Please give me the energy of my younger self back, because that's what I want. I feel more in my own body now. I feel more connected to myself. I feel like God's back with me. I feel like things are going to improve, are what have already improved for me. I feel like more excited and vibrant and energetic. Now, something I also have to talk to you about is embracing your inner child. So this applies to everyone. Obviously, some people might want to do this more than others, but embracing your inner child is part of being youthful and playful and going to do things that's fun for you. So if you're someone who likes action figures, like as a kid, go and play with some action figures now. If you're someone who likes building sandcastles when you're a kid, go and build some sandcastle. Go to the beach, build some sandcastle. Play on amusement arcades. Play some games. Do things that you would have done when you were like 10 years old or something, or 6 years old, you know. Go out and have fun, or stay in with your friends and have sleepovers, and you know, just chill out with popcorns and movies, and have time doing young, fun, energetic stuff as well, because it's good for everyone's soul to embrace their inner child, embrace what you like doing. Maybe you've got some swings near you, go for a swing. Maybe yeah, you have, you know, you've got a roundabout and a playground, go and play on that. Go and do something fun and youthful and exciting. Go and do something that brings you laughter and joy, so that you can get more injected into your life and you can become the person that you were born to be. Because the thing is, as we get older, people tend to worry more about what people think of them, become more fearful, become more withdrawn. And then it's just really, really difficult to progress in your life. You lose a sense of identity, you lose your sense of self-worth and self-esteem a lot of the time. You worry about things all the time, and it just bogs you down and ends up dragging you down. So please do not do that. Please you know, go and embrace your inner child. Go and have some fun, play some video games or play some board games. Get out for beach walks, adventure walks, Disney walks, safari walks, whatever, you know, is good for you. And be the younger person, the inner child that you were always meant to be. Inner child embracing is also about giving yourself the love that you didn't necessarily get as a child as well. So if you had a home that was lacking in emotional support and emotional courage and emotional connection, then give that love to yourself, you know. Embrace all the things that you wanted to have as a child that maybe you didn't have, and give yourself that now. This is a way you can heal from any past childhood traumas, is by actually giving yourself what you lacked in childhood, whether that's love, nourishment, as in emotional nourishment, whether that's giving yourself some comfort and love and some support for yourself, whether that's positive self-talk, embracing who you truly are and your authentic self, whether it's listening to yourself, soothing yourself, stroking your own hair, saying you're beautiful, making yourself smile and saying, look how gorgeous you are. You're so special. You're so amazing. You're so awesome. You're so incredible. I'm here for you. I adore you. You deserve to be listened to. You deserve to be understood. You deserve to have someone truly care about who you are, not just for a moment, but always. You deserve to have respect. You deserve for people to value your worth. You deserve to be in this life and to be happy in this life and to be loved and cherished and adored in this life. You deserve to feel good about yourself, to feel good about your surroundings, to feel safe and to feel happy and to feel amazing. Something that I thought was interesting as I was preparing to be on Dr. Leica's show is I was listening to some of the interviews, and one of the interviews this person had done, Dr. Leica done with this professional, I think it was another doctor or something similar. This person talked about anxiety, and they talked about how the sympathetic nervous system works. And they said if you've got any situation where you're unsafe, then you can come up like in rashes and stuff like that, because your body is reacting with a stress rash to a certain situation. And this person said that they had a client, so I presume they're a coach. I don't know if they're a doctor as well or just a coach. But Dr. Leica, he's been a physician for years. He's moved on to helping people online now, but he was an actual proper physician for 25 years. So he's got the official Dr. Leica title. But I think one of the people who's interviewing, they were talking about a client, and this person was saying because I was looking up stuff to do with stress rashes, and on Dr. Leica's show, they were also talking about stress and bodily response and stuff like that. And they were saying that the thing is, if the body senses any danger, it goes into fight or flight response, and that's how you get the rashes, you get all the body pain and stuff like this. And what this person said to their client they must do is, in this particular client circumstances, they had a table with a lamp on it, and the lamp was coming up higher than the bed. And they said they were, when they got out of bed, it was in their immediate environment. They were worried that it might knock into them. And so, because a bed's supposed to be a space of comfort, every time they got up, they might be having a bump on the head or other they were scared of getting injured on this lamp. So the person told their client, please go out and buy a lamp that's lower than your bed so you don't have that problem. They thought this was a bit of a joke. They're paying lots of money for coaching, but when they did it a few months later, they wrote back and said it's made a hell of a difference to their life. It's changed their life for the better. And so I was trying to think, okay, so what is happening with your body, Sam? You're having a stress response because your sympathetic nervous system just thinks everything is a danger at the moment because you keep getting allergic to this, that, and the other. So I was trying to tell myself, like, when I'm using certain shower gels or shaving gels on my body in the shower, like, you're okay, you're safe using this product, you're safe using this product. And I think it really does help me. Because I've been able to use a shaving gel for the last 2 days that I haven't been able to use for ages. And so far, so good. So I think this is really important, that you don't necessarily know that subconsciously you can feel unsafe. So it's important to make yourself feel as safe as possible by actually saying the words, I'm safe, it's okay, I'm safe. And this can help your body to heal as well as your mind to become better. So remember, you can have a different soul age to a different mindset age to also a different lifestyle age. But everyone should have time to embrace their inner child, because when you embrace your inner child, it helps you to flow with creativity. It helps you to get out of your comfort zone more as an adult. It helps you to unwind and relax, and it helps you to have fun and just feel good in your body, feel good in your skin, feel happy in your life. And these are beautiful qualities and things to have. So please go and do this, right? I am so glad that I basically told my older birth certificate age to F off a couple of days ago. I literally sat here and said it out loud, just F off. I've had enough of you. You will not win. You will not beat me, because I am Sandra Bellamy, 21 years old. That's the way I'm thinking. That's the way I'm being. And I don't care what the hell you say. I am being 21-year-old Sandra Bellamy. That is who I am. That is who I relate to the most. That's who I love and adore. That's who I want to be with. Right? And it's difficult, because I know some people say, oh, you should love the birth certificate age you are, and you should be thinking that person's great. I don't think they're bad. I think they're great, but I think they're great in terms of they had their place and they were amazing. I needed that older version of me when I was a younger in birth certificate age. I needed her so badly. She did me proud, you know. She's an amazing person who I love dearly, but that's not who I am now. You know what I mean? I kind of see this as a role reversal for me, that when I was younger in birth certificate age, I was older in my soul, and now I'm older in birth certificate age, I'm younger in my soul. And so I love that person dearly. I love that kind of birth certificate age, more mother, like older mother version of me, if you like, to take care of me. But I need to take care of myself as my teenager self. And I need to be the younger teenager I'm born to be, not this older birth certificate age now. It's like, that's past life in this life. I don't need that to be that. You know, I don't need to become that, because that's not who I want to be. You know, I want to be Sandra Bellamy 21 mindset and do what 21-year-olds do, which makes me so happy and energized and feeling great and back. Things seem a lot more easier, a lot more flowing. You know, when I'm the older version of me, it's like things are more difficult, they're more mature, they're more harder, you know? My body doesn't work as efficiently. It's in far more pain. My mind is in far more pain. The whole thing is just gross. It's just like not good for me. I don't know. It's like I'm wandering around not even knowing who I am so much. It's disassociation, you know? But when I'm Sandra Benney, 21 years old, I'm like, this is the age I'm meant to be. She's amazing. She's incredible. She's feisty. She's fun. She's glowing. She's beaming. She's energetic. She's amazing. She's on top of the world. She's got her shit together. She understands what life's about. She knows what she's doing. She feels a lot calmer. She can handle pressure better. She can come from a place of nothing's too scary for her. The world is her oyster more. It's just amazing. It's just such an incredible shift in mindset that is just so much better. And I felt I'd lost her for a bit, you know, like, what's going on? And I kind of had to wake myself up. It's almost like the birth certificate age was taking over me unconsciously. And you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not her. I mean, sure, I am her on a piece of paper, but I'm not actually her. That's not who I am. I don't relate to her, you know? So I thought I'd tell you this, because it's really, really difficult to explain. But I did a video years ago about, I think it might be on my Quirky Books TV channel actually, which is the old me versus the young me, or the old me versus the new me. And it's like, who will win? It's like the new younger version of me is going to win every single time, because she is more stronger. She has more vitality about her. She has more feistiness and fight in her. And she will win, because I trust her. I believe in her. I want her to win. This is who I truly am. This is who I'm happy being. You know, when you feel like you fit in your own glove, like, and you just come alive? That's what I feel like. I feel like I fit in that glove. I feel like I'm where I'm meant to be in my life. Things are so much more effortless and easy and relaxed and chilled and happy, you know? It's just incredible. I've had to drag myself back, but it's hard, because, you know, like, I think, like, things get dark, you know, sometimes, and that's when the older version of me comes out, and I have to remind myself that I'm not that person. That's my piece of paper. It's not who I am. I am this Sandra Bellamy, this version of me, the 21-year-old me, the you know, the energetic, vibrant, I'm always kind and caring, whatever age I am, you know? And so I'm so happy that I dragged myself back to being me. It's really hard to explain. If you're a spiritual person, you might understand a bit more, but it's really hard to explain to someone who's not used to people talking like this. In fact, I don't ever really hear anyone talking about birth certificate age versus soul age in this way. I don't ever hear people talking about this. I hear people use the phrase, "Oh, he's young at heart" and stuff like that. I hate that phrase personally, because to me, that's completely different to being actually younger in your soul as an actual person, as an actual embodiment. You know, it's like I'm younger in an older birth certificate age. It's like me inside. Like if you manage imagine a piece of corn or something, and the corn's in the middle, and you've got like the ears around it, you know, like you've got the bright yellow stuff, right? The corn itself, and then you've got like the ears of wheat or whatever. Well, corn isn't wheat, is it? You've got like the ears of stuff, you know, the leaves, I'm trying to say. It's like my birth certificate age is the leaves. If you like, but I'm at heart the corn, right? I'm popping. I'm the yellow, bright, sunshine, popping corn, right? And the leaves are just covering up who I am. And it's like I need to get rid of the leaves because they're kind of dead, they've had their day, and I need to sprout up as my younger self and pop that corn, baby. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I really am happy to be back being me. I was going to say, I'm not sure if I'm fully back being me yet, because I do have some health issues going on, but more my mindset's more like, oh, so what? You have some health things. Like, you know, it's not the end of the world. You're young. You just, you know, it's not going to last forever. You're getting better. You're young, vibrant, energetic, so you'll recover quickly from this. You're going to do really well and be really super successful with your Diary Confessions of a Hyper-Romantic Asexual books. You're gonna take on the world. You're amazing. I love you, Sandra, and I'm back to being me a lot more now. Yeah. There is someone I'm talking to on Badu at the moment. It's really strange because he came back into my life a few days ago on there, and we've been messaging each other ever since. Like he said that he thought of me as a really good friend, or a good friend last time he was on the app, and he's apologized to me for not keeping in touch off the app because he said that he literally got rid of his profile on there, but he wished he'd kept in touch with me some other way, and he didn't. And so he apologized to me a couple of times, which was really nice. And so yeah, it's really weird because he liked me and I hadn't spoke to him for months, and you know, he only had like interested in dating on his profile, and but he has some other stuff in his profile, like what star sign he is and stuff. But I remembered I talked to him before, I thought. So I messaged him saying, I'm sure we've spoken before, haven't we? He's like, yeah. And then that's when he explained what had happened, that he didn't find anyone suitable on the app, so he just got bored of the app and he just went off there. But he said, I'm sorry and I apologize to you because you are a good friend and I did get on well with you, and I wish I carried on talking to you off the app, you know, after I closed the like that account, because he's got a new profile now. As far as I know, it's a new one, so it's got a new picture, like more and some a couple of older pictures on there. But yeah, so because usually I wouldn't talk to a guy hardly ever who's just got here to date in their profile, but because I remembered I spoke to him before and I thought it ended well between us, from what I remember, I don't think he was a jerk or anything like that. And certainly since I've been talking to him, he doesn't seem like anything of the sort. He just seems a really nice guy, very open and honest. Then I'm really happy that things are going well so far. It's not very often I meet a decent guy on Badoo, to be honest. But we're hoping to, like, we should be videoing calling this Friday, hopefully, as friends. I mean, he has said that he likes me. He likes me a lot. He liked me back then. He still likes me, but he knows I'm asexual. And he said that was a problem before in terms of relationship, that he's not asexual, and it could get complicated for me and him if we were to get into a relationship. So that was the problem. But he already thinks of me as a good friend. He thought of me as a good friend back there, and we do seem to get on really well. So I'm going to be like having a video call with him on Friday if all goes well, but it all seems to be going well so far. But I'm going to class that as like a friendship call, because I feel friendship with him at the moment. Yes, I do have some romance for him. I've told him he's British guy, 26 British years old British guy. So I am not used to seeing British guys, but he is very cute. I do have some romantic attraction for him because I'm hyper romantic, but I feel friendship is the most important thing with him, which I'm really glad about. So I can handle like conversations with him quite a lot because I haven't got this burning desire that I have to be in a relationship with him. Whereas with foreign guys, you know, with my hyper romanticism with foreign guys, it kind of takes over as the like main focus, which is probably why it doesn't ever work out. But because you know, just like being with someone or getting into a relationship with someone based on romantic attraction, like sexual attraction, is not a good thing, really. You've got to have other stuff. You've got to have a friendship foundation first. And so far, I'm getting on well with this guy, you know. It's really early days. I've only just started talking to him a few days ago, but I'm looking forward to the video call with him. I think we'll get on well. It'll be the first time I've ever video called because we didn't video call last time. And because we seem to get on really well, like it's like we've never stopped talking and it flows easily. And so far he's apologized to me twice for the past behavior he had with leaving. Not he wasn't being bad to me. It's just that he did leave the app without saying anything to me, which isn't good. That is a bad thing. So he's apologized to me twice for that, which was really nice. And you know, he's having, I can't say private confidential information. He shared a lot of like personal things with me. I'm just going to say that sharing personal things with me, I think, is a very good trust thing that he's building with me. So obviously, I'm not going to divulge that, but just the fact he's sharing personal details, probably some secretive stuff with me and how he feels and stuff like that. These are really good traits, you know. I'm feeling quite good about the connection with him so far. He's still searching for someone else romantically, so I don't think that I'm going to be the one for him romantic wise. Although never say never, right? Because I have an inkling that we do get on really well, and you have to have a strong foundation of friendship for anything. And he did say he is realizing more that, you know, there's a lot more important things to a relationship besides sex, which is nice of him. And he's really supportive of the work I do for asexuals, which is really nice. So there's a lot of good stuff there, you know. And so I'm really pleased about that, you know. I did meet a guy from a band on Badoo as well. He was really nice, but he wants kids and I don't, so we've parted ways politely, nicely. It all ended nice. We love chatting to each other. He was a really good guy. He was 19. I mean, like, he's got an older soul though, because we're talking about older souls. This guy's 19, probably had a soul of at least 27 years old, if not more. You know, and that's what I mean. Like sometimes age gap love or age gap relationships really work well if there's different soul ages. So regardless of birth certificate age, if you are a younger soul in an older birth certificate age and the other person's an older soul in a younger birth certificate age, that's how it can work because it's a soul binding. When you're in a relationship, and especially if you're very spiritual, but if you recognize about soul versus like the shell you're in, then you can understand how age gap loves works, and especially if you do believe in past lives, because someone can come through from a different life, a different age to the other person. I mean, my soulmate from my past life could definitely be much younger than me in birth certificate age because he could have been having a lot longer life than me in the past life. I think I was like, I think my past life didn't end very well at all, right? I think I was someone ended it, I think, you know? And so I think I came through to this life probably like younger than I wanted to. And so you know, that would be account for why a younger guy would be suitable for me because got an older soul. I'm not saying this guy has got an older soul, this particular one I'm talking about. He's I think he's learned quite a lot since I last talked to him. Actually, he seems to have be maturing, if you know what I mean. But there's difference between being maturing and having an older soul. But you know, sometimes it just takes a younger guy with a more mature nature and mature soul, and a person with an older birth certificate who's got like a fun, loving side to them, like a younger teenager side to them, to make it work as well. So you know, there's a lot to be said for embracing your soul age, your mindset age over your birth certificate age, because whatever resonates with you the most is what you'll shine in being in life with the most. So don't care what society thinks. You know, don't even care what I was going to say, don't care what yourself thinks, but of course you've got to care what yourself thinks. But what I mean to say is with me, is like I've silenced the older version of me now, like the older birth certificate age of me. Yes, she's still there because obviously I still have this birth certificate age, so she's still a part of me, but she's more of a smaller part. The younger part of me is completely taken over pretty much now. The younger version of me that I'm born to be, right? And I love being, And so I said, this is enough. I'm not going to sit here taking it from you anymore, older version of me. I've had enough of you. You've been getting your way now for over a month. I've had it. I'm done. I'm done playing this older life. It's not suitable for me. I'm going back to being my younger teenager self. And that's who I want to be, not the older version of me. So you can F off older version. That's not who I am. And I refuse to be that person. Refuse. So I think that's really important, I think it's really important that you are self-aware, that you take time to reflect and you look for any things in your life that are creating unhappiness, darkness, sadness, despair, disassociation, and you remember who the F you actually are, regardless of what society thinks. Waking up to myself again thinking, what are you doing? It's like you're in a trance or something. It's like your older version has put you in that older trance. And I have to drag myself out of it and push myself away, saying, no, get over there. Be over there. This is who I am now. I'm not being that person. I'm not that older person. That's for someone else, not me. And it does help with my fibromyalgia self-help handbook because it's told in a superhero style way, right? Young, vibrant, energetic, right? So even if we take the what should we put? How to stop feeling bad and start feeling good again. So remember, everything happens for a reason, and there's always some positive in every situation. And if you don't think that already, then start believing that, because you put into your mind, because what you put into your mind and focus on expands. So this is so true. So if you want to know the quickest way to be older is to start thinking old, start listening to old music, start doing older stuff, right? If you want to change to be younger, you need to start wearing younger stuff, doing younger stuff, thinking younger stuff, being younger stuff, right? So start believing there are positives to having fibro, which there are. Fibro has improved my quality of life in some ways. It can improve yours. So, remember who you truly are is the point in discussion, right? Remember who you truly are, not what society thinks. For this superhero plan, spend the least amount of time possible with those toxic people. This is page 67 of Fibromyalgia Self-Help Handbook. By trying to make outside in-person friends. So this is a situation where if you are in a dysfunctional family system where you're in the family home and you haven't left home yet, for example, and you have toxic people around you, you might have extended family living with you. This can happen in some foreign cultures quite a bit, So you need to spend the least amount of time possible with those toxic people. This could also be in a work situation by trying to make outside in-person friends and healthy online friends. But be careful not to get drawn to other controlling people without realizing. Yeah, we can have a tendency that if we have had controlling and manipulative people in our life or neglectful people in our life, that we end up attracting those type of people again in our life. So things go in cycles, and so if you are trying to battle with your older version of yourself, like I have been lately, it's like, like you can tend to slip into that, and it's important to literally remind yourself of who you are in your soul, so that the darkness and despair and the older version of you, if you are a younger soul like me, does not take over. Obviously, if you feel so much more comfortable being in the older version of you, being the older soul, and not comfortable with the younger, you feel that the younger is who you're disassociated from, then be the older person, the older soul, the older version you're born to be. It's all about being true to who you are in your heart and your soul and your energy, right? People who have had or are in abusive relationships tend to have a habit of getting into others as they find it hard to know what a good relationship or friendship looks like. So be aware of that. And they seek validation and feeling of self-worth that is not within themselves or has never been instilled into them. And if you are not getting the love, care, and attention that you naturally want at home, it means you'll be seeking it elsewhere. This is why getting those things from yourself is super important for self-protection. Otherwise, you can be easy prey for predators. Don't feel so scared by this that you never try to make friends with others. Just know that some people are trustworthy and some are not. And online, they can cover up their lies more easily. But take your time to feel and sense if someone you know grow attached to quickly really does have your best interests at heart, or if they are using you or have alternative unhealthy intentions. Use your intuition to judge people in this way and be guided by it. You can also get a counselor or therapist that you get on well with, who makes you feel good about yourself and you feel can help you. But realize only you can take action to remove yourself from the situation you're in. Find online support groups and forums. Find private groups as well. And make your diary your best friend. And make any pets you have your best friend too. And start a blog. Get outside hobbies and interests. So this is how you go away from the darkness. You go away from the people that are causing you to become the unbest version of yourself, the worst version of yourself in life, because there are a lot of toxic people in life. So you need to become the best version of you. And if you find that a part of yourself is even taking over yourself, which isn't good, doing you any good, then you need to pull yourself out of it. It's almost like you get your own hand and you pull yourself out of it and track yourself out of it. It's really weird. It's like not having it. I was going to say, it's a bit like having an out-of-body experience without actually having the out-of-body experience. It's very bizarre. So it's all, it's like you've pulled yourself back. You've said to the universe, give me the good energy, give me the young vibrancy. I want to feel it. I want to feel the energy. It's amazing, and I feel a lot better. So I'm hoping it continues. I'm looking towards the future. I'm feeling happier. I'm feeling more vibrant and energetic, and it's doing me a lot of good. So I'm not 100% better in all my body yet, but I'm gonna get there. And I have made quite a lot of progress, considering I can talk now and no signs of a respiratory infection anymore, which I'm so happy about. My temperature, according to my temperature monitor I've got now, which is an in-ear one, cost me like just under 25 quid, a lot of money. It keeps saying my temperature's fine. So, this is all good news, right? And yeah, I can't wait actually to get my Diary Confessions first book out. I'm really super excited. I've still got some edits to do for that. A lot of edits, but I'm getting there, and oh my gosh, it feels so good. Anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you for now. Hope you get Diary Confessions for Hyper-Romantic Asexual. 78 life lessons to ace your life when it comes out. It's gonna be amazing. And one that you will be like, oh wow. Hopefully. I love it anyway. It's really good. It's a very interesting book. It's like a behind the scenes of this channel, right? So it's cool. Anyway, don't forget to get yourself a copy of Fibromyalgia Self-Help Handbook on Amazon. It'll help change your life for the better, even if you don't have fibromyalgia. Think of it as an autobiographical account, and you can implement the majority of things I teach in this book in your everyday life to reduce pain in 25 aspects of your life and be more energized again, like myself. And don't forget to grab a copy of the best-selling book, Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, A Celebration of Asexual Diversity on Amazon. Type Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories into the search bar on Amazon and Fibromyalgia Self-Help Handbook, and go and grab these books. It will change your life. Lots of love to you. Don't forget, if you've got any comments, queries, questions, to pop them down below this video. And I'll see you soon on the next video live stream. In the meantime, embrace your inner child. Do what makes you have laughter, fun, and joy. And thanks, Liam, for being in chat. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it.